The seconds are out. The crowd is waiting. The boxers are getting ready to battle. Time for another edition of the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast with your presenter, Greg Rashid.
I want to say Swadee Krap to everyone out there, which means hello in Thai. If you're new to the program, I'm in Bangkok, Thailand. This is Greg Rashid, your presenter, with another edition of the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast. Heard by so many people at their convenience on various platforms, but a lot of people listen every Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Mountain Time on KUHS Denver.com, created by the one and only, the legendary, the great Henry Archuleta. And I want to say hi to all my friends in Colorado. I'm going to get back there. So I keep saying that every week. I'm going to get back there. I'll get back there. I lived there for 20 years. I need desperately to see my friends again and get back there. But anyway, we're here right now in Bangkok, loving it. And what we do in this program, just to give you idea what goes on here, because if you're listening, you're a boxing fan. What we do on here, we do fantasy fights. In other words, we use card and dice games, computer games, mix things up, and do what-if fights. What if Muhammad Ali fought Joe Louis? What would happen if Mike Tyson fought Tyson Fury? And we just mix it up, and we just have fun with it. And today we're doing a fight that's coming up in July. And I'm talking about the World Heavyweight Championship fight between Oleksandr Usyk and Daniel Dubois. And what we're using today, we're using Glory Days Boxing, card and dice game created, and I've used it many times. I love that game. And it's created by Lee Anthony Crook. Great game, great game. But without further ado, before we get to the fight, I got a new segment here. We're calling it right now, until I create another name, we're calling it Boxing Coffee Break. And this is two people in the office here. They're Ella and Malcolm, and they sit around, they do a lot of work as far as background production and all, but they have this break where they start talking about boxing. And today they're talking about the upcoming Usyk-Dubois fight. So let's hear what they have to say. And if you like the segment, we'll have more of these on here, but take it away.
Malcolm, I'm telling you right now, Daniel Dubois is shocking the world and dethroning Usyk. The man's got dynamite in his hands. Dubois is a more mature and dangerous fighter now than he was 2 years ago.
Ella. Usyk's a masterclass in boxing. Footwork, IQ, precision. He's a heavyweight with a cruiserweight's brain. Dubois is dangerous, but he's not outthinking Usyk.
Okay, sure, Usyk's slick. But Dubois isn't just a brawler. He's improved his jab, his body shots are vicious, and one clean right hand? Lights out. Remember what he did to Joyce? Boom. Usyk's been hurt before. Chisora, even AJ wobbled him.
Hold on. Usyk adjusts mid-fight like a chess grandmaster. Dubois has power, but Usyk survived bigger punches. Looking at you, Joshua. And let's be real. Dubois quit against Joyce the first time. And you forget, Dubois lost steam when he fought Usyk 2 years ago. What happens when Usyk drags him into deep water again?
That Joyce fight was years ago. Dubois is hungrier now. And Usyk's 38, Father Time is lurking. Speed fades, power doesn't.
Age? Usyk's got more gas in the tank than Dubois. 12 rounds of high IQ pressure? Dubois gassed against Lorena, and Usyk will exploit that like he did in the first fight. And the British crowd loves Usyk. He will get more cheers than the hometown man Dubois. You can bet on it.
Really? Britain loves Usyk over the hometown legend in Dubois. Wembley will be rocking and cheering when Daniel steps in the ring. He will feed off that energy. Dubois is young, fearless, and his team's game planning for Usyk's movement. And let's not forget, Usyk's been dropped before by Dubois in their first match. Although it was a questionable low blow, one slip and Dubois pounces.
Come on. It was a low blow. Dropped? A flash knockdown against cruiserweights. At heavyweight, Usyk's chin's held up. Meanwhile, Dubois' defense leaks. Usyk's gonna pick him apart with counters all night like he did in the first fight.
This time, Dubois will hit him with a legitimate body shot and Usyk will be on the floor. Body shots. Usyk hates them. And Dubois rips them like a young Tyson. Liver shot, and it's good night, sweet prince. No questionable calls this time.
Okay, fair point. But Usyk's clinch game and footwork neutralize that this time. He'll tie Dubois up, spin him, and reset. And you keep ignoring the fact that Usyk knocked out Dubois in the 9th round in 2023. He will do it again on July 19th.
Fine, Malcolm. But when Dubois' hand gets raised, you owe me lunch.
Deal. But when Usyk schools...
I mean, those two, they really get at it. And I decided just to put them on the show. They've been arguing about fights for years in the background, but hope you enjoyed that. But let's get to the fight right now with Knockout Nigel as our commentator. And this is Usyk versus Dubois. Enjoyed on the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast.
Good evening, fight fans across the globe, and welcome to a historic night of heavyweight boxing here at a pulsating Wembley Stadium in London. This is Knockout Nigel, your humble commentator, bringing you round-by-round coverage of what promises to be an explosive encounter between Britain's own Daniel Dynamite Dubois and Oleksandr Usyk. The tension here is palpable, as 90,000 fans create a deafening atmosphere under these bright lights. I will avoid being biased to our hometown champion Daniel Dubois. A quick swig of bubbly will calm me as the bell sounds for round one. The opening bell sounds and Usyk immediately establishes his rhythm, that graceful southpaw stance, giving Dubois plenty to think about. The champion's footwork is poetry in motion as he glides around the perimeter, flicking out that piston-like jab that keeps finding its mark. Dubois, showing admirable patience, tries to cut off the ring, but Usyk's angles are giving him fits early on. A sharp 1-2 from Usyk snaps back Dubois's head. The Brit responds with a clubbing right hand that just grazes Usyk's shoulder. The champion smiles and shakes his head. Usyk's combinations are coming in flurries now. Left hands, right hooks, all delivered with pinpoint accuracy. Dubois lands a solid body shot that momentarily slows Usyk's advance. But the Ukrainian counters immediately with a 3-punch salvo that has the crowd gasping. The round closes with Usyk landing a beautiful check hook as Dubois lunges in. A dominant start from the champion, who looks razor-sharp tonight. A more measured approach from both men in this second stanza. Dubois, perhaps respecting Usyk's early success, is keeping his guard high and looking to work behind his jab. Usyk continues his rhythmic movement, that in-and-out motion, making him an elusive target. The crowd stirs as Dubois lands his most meaningful punch so far, a thudding right hand to Usyk's ribs that forces the champion to momentarily reset. But true to form, Usyk adapts instantly, changing his angle and peppering Dubois with sharp jabs. The Brit's left eye is already showing signs of swelling from those accurate shots. Midway through the round, we see Dubois attempting to increase the pressure, but Usyk's defensive mastery is on full display. He slips, rolls, and parries with the ease of a man completely in control. A brief exchange in the final 30 seconds sees both men land, but it's Usyk's cleaner, sharper work that likely stole another round on the judges' cards. The tactical battle is unfolding exactly as Usyk would want it at this early stage. Usyk comes out with renewed purpose, that laser-like jab setting up his offense. Then suddenly, bang! A picture-perfect right uppercut from hell detonates on Dubois' chin, and the Brit crashes to the canvas. The referee begins his count as a stunned silence falls over Wembley. 1, 2, 3. Dubois is shaking his head clear at 4 and beats the count, but he's in serious trouble here. Usyk, smelling blood, goes straight back to work with clinical precision. A vicious left hand rocks Dubois again. The young challenger is showing tremendous heart, firing back with wild hooks to keep Usyk honest, but he's fighting on instinct now. The Ukrainian is toying with his prey, feinting and showboating as he lands at will. In the final seconds, Usyk actually drops his hands and sticks out his chin, daring Dubois to hit him. The bell saves the battered Brit, but this was a brutal round that may have changed the entire complexion of the fight. Dubois' corner has serious work to do between rounds. The fourth round begins with Dubois clearly still feeling the effects of that devastating knockdown. He's resorting to holding whenever Usyk gets close, wrapping those massive arms around the champion in desperate clinches. Referee Mark Lyson has already issued 2 stern warnings for excessive holding. But Dubois seems willing to risk point deductions if it means surviving Usyk's onslaught. When they do separate, Usyk's punches are finding their mark with frightening regularity. A stinging left hand snaps back Dubois' head, followed by a sharp right hook to the body. The Brit's face is now a mask of determination mixed with pain, his right eye swelling noticeably. In a moment of frustration, Dubois lands a heavy shot after the break that draws a warning from the referee. The round ends in bizarre fashion as another clinch sends both men tumbling to the canvas in a heap. Usyk springs up immediately, grinning and shaking his head, while Dubois looks increasingly desperate. The champion is putting on a masterclass here at Wembley. What an incredible round of heavyweight action. Both men meet at center ring and trade bombs in the 5th. Dubois, perhaps realizing he needs something dramatic, comes out swinging with bad intentions. A massive overhand right grazes Usyk's temple and the crowd erupts. The champion responds with a rapid 3-punch combination that momentarily stops Dubois in his tracks. Back comes the Brit with a crushing left hook to the body that forces Usyk to take a backward step, the first real sign of discomfort we've seen from the champion tonight. But just as Dubois seems to be building momentum, Usyk reminds. The 6th round paints a worrying picture for Dubois supporters. The young heavyweight is moving in slow motion now, his punches lacking the snap they carried in the early rounds. Usyk, looking fresh as a daisy, is picking his shots with surgical precision. The jab is a constant nuisance, followed by those stinging straight lefts that keep finding their mark. Dubois' face is a mess, his right eye nearly closed, blood trickling from his nose, but still he keeps coming forward. A desperate right hand from Dubois catches nothing but air as Usyk effortlessly slips the punch and counters with a brutal left to the body. The champion is playing with his food now, feinting and drawing leads before punishing every mistake. In the final minute, Usyk lands a 5-punch combination that would have felled a lesser man, but somehow Dubois remains upright. The bell sounds to end another dominant round for Usyk, and the questions now turn to how much more punishment Dubois can possibly take. The punishment continues in round 7 as Usyk systematically breaks down his exhausted opponent. Dubois is fighting on pure heart now, his movements shot sluggish, his reactions delayed. Usyk's jab is like a piston, snapping Dubois' head back repeatedly before following with thudding body shots. The Brit's arms are heavy, his guard dropping dangerously low as fatigue takes its toll. A particularly vicious left hand to the liver forces Dubois to take a knee, but the referee correctly rules it a slip. Usyk smells the finish and increases his output, mixing his attack beautifully between head and body. Dubois manages to land a meaningless right hand in the final 30 seconds, but it does nothing to stem the tide. The round ends with Usyk landing a flush left hand that sends sweat flying from Dubois' brow. The challenger's corner looks on with increasing concern. This is becoming increasingly difficult to watch. The beginning of the end in round 8. Against all odds, an exhausted Dubois finds something left in the tank and lands a crushing left cross that opens a nasty cut under Usyk's left eye. The crowd goes berserk as blood trickles down the champion's face. Could this be the miracle turnaround? Usyk, showing the heart of a true champion, simply wipes the blood away and gets back to work. Seconds later, he detonates a monstrous straight left that sends Dubois crashing to the canvas for the 3rd time tonight. The referee's count reaches 9 before a battered Dubois somehow regains his feet, but he's out on them, glassy-eyed and unsteady. Usyk moves in for the kill, unleashing a two-fisted assault that has Dubois pinned against the ropes, absorbing punishment without reply. Only the bell saves the brave Brit from being knocked clean out. As Dubois stumbles back to his corner, his chief second immediately signals to the referee that his fighter has taken enough. It's all over. Oleksandr Usyk wins by 8th round TKO. I admit, I am teary-eyed because our local legend, Daniel, was defeated. He did give it his all, but the Ukrainian had too much in his arsenal. Being that I am a Liverpool loyalist, I can't believe the word Arsenal slipped out of my mouth. Be that as it may, Usyk is now the unified world heavyweight champion. He may go down as one of the top-end heavyweights of all time. He is so gifted. The footwork of a ballet dancer, the precision of a surgeon, and the heart of a warrior. Usyk has it all. I will now return you to our Bangkok studio. This is Knockout Nigel. Cheers.
Yeah, knockout's a little sad there, but yeah, I think the fight's going to turn out that way in real life. I think it actually is. I think Usyk's going to win it again, and he's going to stop Dubois. He's going to do that. But that's what it's all about. That's what we do in these fantasy fights. What if? And it may come to pass. We don't know. But anyway, if you have a fight you'd like to see on here and listen to, just drop me a line wherever you listen to the program, be it Spotify or KUHS, wherever it is, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, iHeart, and we'll try. Well, won't try. We will respond to you, as I've done with so many folks. And also, if you want to be a promoter and you want to be a Patreon of this program, please go to patreon.com, look for Ringside Fantasy Fights and News, and donate, $1 a month, whatever you can do, so we can get a better microphone, better equipment, and get things going to make it as professional as possible. But right now, we're going to switch gears, and we're going to have Kiki, your ring card girl, talking about this week in boxing history.
This is Kiki, your ring card girl, with your boxing history for the week of June 29th through July 5th. June 29th, 1956. Mario Degata became boxing's first deaf world champion in history, defeating Robert Cohen by knockout in 6 rounds for the world bantamweight title. June 30th, 1966. Mike Tyson was born. He would become the youngest heavyweight champion and one of the biggest names in boxing history. July 1st, 1967. Carlos Ortiz once again knocked out Sugar Ramos to retain the world lightweight title. July 2nd, 1921. Jack Dempsey fought George Carpentier in the first $1 million fight in boxing history. July 3rd, 1931. Max Schmeling retained the world heavyweight title with a 15th round knockout of young Stribling. July 4th, 1910. Jack Johnson defeated James J. Jeffries by TKO in 15 rounds to retain his world heavyweight boxing title. July 5, 1704. Jack Broughton is born in Cirencester, England. He would be an English bare-knuckle boxer and the publisher of the first ever boxing code.
Thank you so much, Kiki. And I always say this on my show, that July 4th fight between Johnson and Jeffries, that was not merely a boxing match. I mean, it had worldwide implications as far as race. And if you don't know that, if you're new to boxing history, or you're younger and haven't read anything or know about it, go online, look for Jack Johnson in that July 4th fight. I mean, that just set the stages for things, unfortunately, that are still going on right now as far as the issue of race and race relations in the U.S. and in the world, in a sense. But check that out. I recommend highly, I always recommend this book. It's a 2-volume set, In the Ring with Jack Johnson. It was written by Adam J. Pollock. Check it out. It's a very excellent to get into Jack Johnson and how they delve into that July 4th fight and the implications. Just incredible. But check that out if you can. Just something to, it's part of not so much boxing history or sports history, but history in general. What was going on during that time? What led up to that fight and all? So check that out. But right now, Kiki has some more information about this all-women's card that's coming up. And it's going to be at Madison Square Garden. So let's hear what Kiki has to say about that.
Friday, July 11th, 2025 will mark an unprecedented moment in women's boxing history. Ireland's Katie Taylor and Puerto Rico's Amanda Serrano will star in the third chapter of their epic trilogy at the iconic Madison Square Garden in New York. It will be a historic day, the first time in the Garden's history that an all-female event will be held. The event, promoted by Most Valuable Promotions, MVP, will be broadcast live on Netflix and will headline a big card composed exclusively of women. Taylor's undisputed WBC super lightweight crown will be on the line. Taylor won the 2 previous bouts, the first on April 30th, 2022 by split decision, and the most recent on November 15th, 2024, again by unanimous decision. These are the other scheduled fights on the card. Yamaleth Mercado versus Ellie Scottney. Mexico's Yamaleth defends her WBC super bantamweight title against the undefeated British fighter Ellie Scottney. Yamaleth previously faced the main event star Amanda Serrano in 2021, where Mercado lost by unanimous decision in Cleveland. Alicia Baumgardner versus Jennifer Miranda. Baumgardner of the United States, the multi-champion of the super featherweight division, also known as the Baum, will defend her WBC super featherweight crown against Spain's Jennifer Miranda. Trineka Johnson versus Sharetta Metcalf. Australia's Johnson and America's Metcalf will contest the vacant WBC bantamweight title. Trineka Johnson replaces the pregnant Dina Thorsland of Denmark to face Sharetta Metcalf. Thorsland was designated as WBC champion in recess due to maternity. Chantel Cameron versus Jessica Kamara. They will dispute the WBC interim super lightweight title. Britain's Cameron is the boxer who handed Katie Taylor her only defeat in May 2023. Now Cameron will defend her interim title against Canada's Kamara in a key ranking bout. This will be the first ever all-female boxing gala at the legendary Madison Square Garden in New York, organized by Jake Paul, MVP, and the World Boxing Council. During Women's History Month and broadcast globally, this event reinforces the current surge in women's boxing, with champions signing historical contracts.
Now, I know some folks out there who I've talked to on the air here, they're opposed to women's boxing, but I like it. I mean, it's really, in many senses, it's really purer than men's boxing, but I'd have to go into more detail about that, but I really like it. And Serrano's one of my favorite fighters, period. Doesn't matter what gender, I really like Serrano. But she has a hard time against Katie Taylor. She just has a hard time, and she might not win this one either, but it's in New York, Madison Square Garden. That's where she lives, so maybe she can pull it out. But we shall see. But this is the only thing. I have to say this. I make fun of Jake Paul, but, I commend him for doing this. I commend him for, uplifting women's fighting. I really glad that he's doing this. And I'm interested because I I'm not a subscriber. I've been a subscriber in the past, but their buffering issues just makes me like, I don't want to deal with this. But Netflix, it seems like they're getting in boxing because later on in the year they're going to do the Crawford-Canelo fight. And I'm thinking about getting a subscription just to see this fight, and then definitely the Canelo Alvarez-Terrence Crawford fight. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes there, but I hope you enjoyed that on the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast. And like I always say, this is a boxing variety show. And before I get to the music, I want to say also, because some of you will be listening to this, you'll already know the results of the Deontay Wilder comeback fight. He's fighting a guy that he should beat easily. But Deontay, I hope he, some of the interviews I've seen with him, there's still some confusion with him. And I still, like I always say this on the show, I think he is a Hall of Fame fighter, considering the era he was in, what he did, the guys he fought. He didn't duck anyone. You can say the era didn't have any great heavyweights on one hand, but on the other hand, you fight who they give you. You can't say, I want to bring back Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, Ken Norton right now. You can't do that. We can do it on this show, but it's only fantasy. But in reality, he fought who he had to fight, and he was devastating with that right hand, that straight right, or something. So, I waver, but I think he is a Hall of Famer. But what do you think? Also, this weekend, didn't have time to put it on here, but Jake Paul's fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., cruiserweight fight. I think if Julio can get in shape, he should be able to beat Jake Paul. He should be able to beat him, unless it's a setup, which does happen. So hopefully, I'll be checking that out and see what happens with that. But right now we're going to switch gears, because we are a boxing variety show, and we do play music. And I was so sad this morning to learn that, and this morning being Friday, June the 27th here in Bangkok, that one of my favorite performers, part of a group that I really loved, and I saw them perform numerous times in person. I'm talking about the Whispers. One of their lead singers, Walter Scott, passed at the age of 81. He and his brother, Wallace, Scotty Scott, as he was known, formed the Whispers back in the 60s. And what I'm going to do right now, a tribute to the Whispers, because some of you listen to the program. I know you listen to the boxing, but I found out a lot of folks are learning about music they didn't know about, and some of you may not know the Whispers. So I'm going to do some Whisper songs right now for the next half hour, starting with, and this is something I used to play back in 2009 when it came out. I would play this all the time on my gospel program on KUVO 89.3 FM in Denver, Colorado. I would play this all the time. The Whispers had a gospel album, and I would always play the song, Praise His Holy Name. So let's hear that right now on the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast as we do a tribute to Walter Scott of the Whispers.
Praise His holy name. Praise His holy name. Praise His holy name.
Hey, Scotty, you know what? I think we need to take this praise to another level.
You know what, Junior? You might be right. You might be right. Hit it! Go on, hit it.
Praise his holy name. Yeah. Seeing the birds fly in the sky, hearing a newborn baby crying, finding the apple of to try, so ready to begin. Why did it have to be? Who decided we had enough? Why couldn't we remain in love? We took a chance. We found romance we both been looking for. It's still hard to believe within a chain. The only girl who meant the world to me is just a memory. Hey, I want you to remember, baby, how it used to be, and just you and me. You are so warm and tender. So won't you come on home to me, boy? We don't need nobody else, girl. Just you and me, the way we used to be, boy. I want you to remember now, you believe I understood everything you said, boy. I want you to say it again. I don't need nobody, you and me, girl. The way it ought to be. Yeah. Ooh, let's get back together. And I really miss your love. Said I really need your love. I want your love, to have your love. I want to get your love. Another day has come and gone in a world where I don't belong. Another week has passed me by. It's not because I didn't try. Nobody saw me walking. Seems like I gotta do wrong before they notice me. Another job that I just can't get. A nice apartment the landlord just won't rent. I go to bed but my sleep just won't come. My belly's empty and my brain is numb. Nobody saw me walking, and nobody heard me talking. Seems like I gotta do wrong before they notice me. Seems like I got to do wrong before before they notice me. I go to bed, but my sleep just won't come. My belly's empty and my brain is numb. Nobody saw me walking, and nobody heard me talking. Seems like I gotta do wrong before they notice me. Yes, I do. Oh yeah. Seems like I gotta do wrong before they notice me. She's spending most of her time walking the streets. She has a certain quota to fill. He wants to buy a new Seville. Olivia the slave got distracted on her way to grandma's house. A wolf in lamb's clothing came through her mind, and she changed her ways. And now she's turned out, lost and turned out, lost and turned out. somewhere so mellow, and somewhere not so nice. But I'm in love this time with the love of a special kind. And this love won't ever, ever hurt me, because it was made to be mine. It'll bring tears to your eyes and put a smile upon your face. Oh yeah. It'll make you clap your hands, hallelujah. It'll make you move with the best of grace. This love of mine, listen, it just didn't come along. For you see, I chose to be a singer of song. Ah, yeah. Now there'll come a day when I'll be up and on my way, yeah, to the fame and fortune that awaits a star. Oh yeah. I'm gonna ride in style. I'll always be wearing a smile. You just wait and see, baby. You just wait and see. I chose to be a singer of songs. For this I know, oh yeah, this is where I belong. I know my time is gonna come, oh yeah.
Times are not like they used to be. So much conflict and adversity. For some it seems all hope is gone. With the trials along, we fight to hold on. When the joy feels short and the night feels long. My brother, to keep his eyes on you. He's my sister, the one that's going through. We call to thee, please hear our plea. We come to you on bending knee. We need you right now. Need you right now. Oh Lord, we need you right now. Need you right now. Oh Lord, we're calling on you once again to cover our family and friends, just like you've done so many times before. Oh Lord, we've done all that we can do. We lift our voice and cry to you. To keep his eyes on you. The one that's going through the darkest night and the storm and rain. I said, oh, Lord.
That message is so important now, what's going on in the world. But that was the Whispers, and that was my half-hour dedication. I could do like a whole, 20 years dedication to the Whispers. But that we lost the late, great Walter Scott, one of the lead singers, co-founder of the Whispers, along with his brother, Scotty Scott. And that one was from his the CD, the album, Thankful. I had it on CD. And before that was We Need You. And before that, we did Singer of Songs. Then we did The Dip. I had to dig through the 45s to find that one. That was from the mid-60s. Then I think this is my favorite Whisper song, Olivia, Lost and Turned Out. And before that, we did Seems Like I Gotta Do Wrong. And that was the first Whisper song I remember when I was in high school. In junior high. I first heard that. I said, wow, seems like I gotta do wrong. Anyway, before that, because I was a teenager, but anyway, and before that we did the Whispers with Carrie Lucas and Just a Memory. And before that, we started to set off with a song I used to always play on my show in Denver on KUVO, and that was Praise His Holy Name. Hope you enjoyed that tribute to Walter Scott. And if you don't know the music, go online and just check out some of the other music on there. And I try to play music of the Whispers that you won't hear anywhere else. I could have done The Beat Goes On and some other songs and Donnie's song, but I thought I'd do some rare stuff that you rarely will hear. And I want to thank again Henry Archer Letter for allowing me to do that on this program to bring out the rare music, because that's what we try to do, as well as do the rare boxing stuff we do on here. But I hope you enjoyed the program today. Hope you enjoyed our fantasy fight today with Usyk versus Dubois, and we'll see what happens in real life. But again, this is Greg Rashid. Go in love and go in peace. Help someone along the way. When you get up in the morning, give yourself a big hug and say you love yourself, because you don't love yourself. You can't do anything. You can't help anyone because you don't love yourself. But do what you can in your community. Help a senior in need, a young person in need, animal in distress. Pick up the trash in your community. Do what you can, because we're all under this big blue ball together. So go in love and go in peace. See you next time on the Shoulder Roll Virtual Boxing Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Please become a member at patreon.com under the title Ringside Fantasy Fights and News. See you next time.